How's it going? Welcome back to the Marvel Snap deck highlight here on YouTube. I've rounded out my Marvel Snap collection, and the last couple cards that I picked up had a number of sweet upgrades to this archetype, so I wanted to revisit it. For people that aren't familiar with this deck that I lovingly call Have Some Crap, it's based around the card Debris here, who adds a rock to each other location on both sides for each player, so 2 rocks at 2 locations for each side, as well as Viper here, who says on reveal your opponent gains control of one of your other cards at this location at random. So she's excellent at kicking an additional 0 power rock over to your opponent's side of the board, or in some clutch spots she can kick a -2 power hood over to our opponent as well. Newer additions to this deck are Green Goblin here, which is a very cheap card to add negative power to your opponent's board space that's already going to be cluttered, as well as Magic, who creates Limbo, which adds a 7th turn to the game. And because we're cluttering our opponent's board up with so much stuff, we can frequently leverage that 7th turn way better than they can in most situations. Other things we have that help gum up the opponent's board include Black Widow, creating Widow Bites if they want to continue drawing cards from their hand. And then we also have Spider-Woman here, who's excellent at leveraging an opponent's cluttered board, because if you play this into a location with 4 things, she's effectively 8 power for just 4 resources. Dr. Octopus is also a fantastic card for grabbing things at random out of your opponent's hand to fill what precious board space they have, or alternatively, it can just be a 10 power stat stick for 5 resources, similar to Spider-Woman, just giving us a lot of punch for very little cost. We also have things like Beast here to get replay effects out of Debris and Hood and our other disruptive elements, as well as Carnage to help us clear away space on our own board that things like Debris might be cluttering up. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the match highlights that I have for you this deck. I think they do a great job of showcasing the power of it in general, but also the strength that the new cards such as Magic bring to it. Enjoy. I'll be back real soon with another Marvel Snap deck highlight here on YouTube. It cost. Okay, yeah, sick. And now we get to Debris here. All right, I'm definitely stepping. We get to Debris here, and then next turn we get to Carnage here to clean this out along with the rock, and then Beast pick the Debris back up. And we have a Green Goblin for Clintar eventually. Okay, so we'll... Do we just do this now? I think we just do this now, right? Have some crap, opponent. Are we the bad guy? I think we are. No, I'm giving them presents. My deck is literally Santa Claus, chat. My deck is literally Santa Claus. It's not my fault you all are selfish and don't like your... Look at this! What a just a beautiful work of art game. That game was art, chat. Just absolutely everything I could ever possibly want to do. Bye. Turn 7 is so good for us. Video form. All right, love to have an Iceman on 1 here, into a Beast on 2. Glad that we lost our Doc Ock. Super flow, flip it up. This location rewards having your more expensive stuff, obviously. Okay, well, I think overall, this is probably detrimental to our deck because our deck tends to be a little bit on the cheaper side. So I think we're going to debris here and just go ahead and fill this up in the middle. I'm going to Iceman right, actually. So that way if we redraw Viper, we can Viper the rock in the center back across to them. All right, so they drew a Spider Woman, but it's also getting shuffled away next turn with that a land, so... Iceman's Disruption also potentially being minimized, but it is what it is. Ooh, we found Hood and Viper. That's exciting. I want to prioritize doing Viper sooner so they can't fill up the Superflow location. Have some crap opponent. Hood fills into the left here because we'll have Carnage eat everything over here. This is pretty good for us. Their location's just filled now when this Viper flips up. Well, that was easily the best draw in our deck, right? Do I want to save the demon for over here, potentially? I don't know. I can also play demon mid. This would put us up to a total of 10 here, so they would need to add 3 cards to their hand with Collector. I probably just don't want to compete with their Collector, honestly. I'm gonna demon right. It could be right to hold the demon too. I guess I'm probably gonna like magic plus demon next turn. Yeah, okay, I was gonna sit on the demon, get a little bit more information about where they're playing out. Because the Black Widow is actually gonna make their Collector bigger too, right? Because she adds a card to their hand. So yeah, so we're just gonna punt the Superflow here, I think. Assuming that they can make this bigger, and we'll try and win left and right. Final turn, chat. Or is it? Or is it? Do you believe in magic and a turn 7? Do 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 do. You know what's funny too? They probably didn't play the Widow's Bite out because they didn't know there was going to be another turn and they wanted to hold it in hand for the Devil Dino. So now there's another turn where they don't draw a card because of the Widow's Bite. Actually just get fucked. Yeah, just... God, Magic is so busted, chat. Just like, actually unreal good. Best card of the game by a lot. Mojo was a card I considered. I don't know that I really have a slot for it, though. I'm pretty happy with all the cards I'm currently playing. I can see Mojo being good in, like, the Spider-Woman slot, maybe? Mojo is nice because it plays alongside Dr. Octopus on turn 7. Sewer and Negative Zone. We're speaking my language, chat. I'm gonna snap here. These two locations are good for us. What a depressing board. So we'll green Goblin into the negative zone for -6. So he flips on over across. I think I'm just gonna use Spider-Woman on curve here. Carnage does not mind eating popsicles, yeah. And because this is a Marvel card game instead of a DC card game, it's legal for Carnage to eat Black Widow on stream. Huh? I think we just Doc into the... Well, we're at -7 in the negative zone. Do we Doc left? You want to Doc into Jotunheim? Really? They don't have many cards left. I think we just Doc left, right? Just do this, right? And hope that 8's enough here. If they're beating 8 here, they're probably not beating us in the negative zone, right? Yeah, good stuff. Victory. What a fantastically silly game for this archetype. The number of cards the opponent's hand are visible when you click on their face. Your face too. You can see hand, deck, discarded, destroyed, etc. This might just be a Carnage into Clin for the 2 power angle, because I just don't have anything really worth destroying here. The existing monetization is good, but we don't really know what the full monetization is going to look like for new card releases yet. Is like the TLDR, because they decided to walk back the Nexus events, which I agree is a net positive for the game. That sounds like they actually care and aren't just trying to like cash grab and walk away after 6 months. Do we just magic the Strange Academy? Because we're winning in Clin currently. And we could be winning here. Yeah, I think I just magic this to take this on sale. Which again, just another powerful aspect of this card. The fact that she not only gives you an extra turn, but also just like gets rid of a location that you're not happy with is great. I don't think I can gamble on the Green Goblin here, right? They might play a more expensive card this turn, though. Can I gamble on the Green Goblin? I want to gamble on the Green Goblin shit. Ha-ha! Victory! Sick. So, if the Green Goblin is going to go to a location that is full, he stays on your side. You get got a little bit. Okay, so our opponent retreated. God bless us, everyone. Action. All right, I think we Korg into the middle. Have a rock, bud. Friend the Black Widow here. They're building. So I think I'm gonna Green Goblin into the Baxter building here, and then we're gonna plan to magic off New York City on 5 so they can't move things elsewhere. Lockjaw. Okay, this is actually hilarious. Okay, this is hilarious. Have a big old cup of get fucked. That was awesome. What are we doing here? Easy clap. So they lockjawed the Widow's Bite into a Jubilee, and then the Jubilee re-pulled the Widow's Bite. And then I'm gonna go ahead and magic New York City, so that way they can't pull anything out of the Baxter building next turn on 6. Because again, magic's not only great for extending the game, she also just clears locations on top of that. She's so powerful. I think I'm going to Debris left and then Carnage mid. And then if Carnage doesn't lose the Danger Room flip, he's 8 power in the middle. Plus the 3 that I have for Baxter building. Get fucked. RNGesus has thoroughly taken the wheel this game, chat. And he is driving us in the direction we want to go. Pew 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 dee 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 heal. I don't even know if I want to play Nova out on 1. My deck could often be kind of pressed for location space. Although I guess we do have a Carnage in our deck, right? All right, we'll play him out because if we hit Carnage, it's worth playing out. I've had this beast for a little bit. It's my favorite variant. Crimson Cosmos is a little annoying. Might clear that out with Magic Leader. Play Beast and pick this up, I think, or do I want to save Beast for post debris? Might want to save Beast for post debris, actually. So I know this is the internet, but just to set the tone for people that are new to my content that don't understand. Unlike many places online, if you come into my channel and post something that should be factually backed up, but you're just saying it off the cuff like any release is X days away, Second Dinner hasn't said anything about how far away or not a release is, so maybe just like don't spew crap. It's actually fine to wait and say, I don't know. One could argue it's good even to be willing to say, I don't know. Green Goblin, filling up the Angela location here is fun. Angela gets bigger every time they play a card out. We can play Debris plus an Iceman now, I think. I think we're gonna set up to pick these back up potentially, so let's play these both here. Hey, good game, Darth. If they don't fill in the last location in Angela here, Debris locks this location up, which is 3 power, which would be incredible for us. They did play into it. Smart. So I'm going to go ahead and Black Widow here plus Beast, pick all of these back up, and then next turn we can believe in magic and replay Black Widow on them. awful lot of power in play at the moment, though. Although I guess there's a good chance Doc Ock wins, right? We'll see. We'll see how all their stuff ends up here. Magic's gonna put a little bit of power into the center for us.
I am Iron Man.
All right, 14 right's pretty low as far as Iron Man's concerned. The other thing that's kind of cute that happens a lot of the time with Magic in this deck, especially, I've noticed, is people will decline to play out their the Widow's Bikes. They're like, oh, the game is over, and then there's a surprise turn 7 and they still don't have the Widow's Bike gone out of their hand, which is great. I need 15 power here to win. So I can Ice Band there, Black Widow here. And then Viper plus Doc Ock win right in theory. But then the question is, do we win left or do we win center? Which isn't a guarantee. We'll see what they do. They did play the Widow's Bite out. Carnage, you're a little late, bud. Needed him like a turn sooner. So we like play this here, and hope that this beats whatever they have center. That's probably the line. Sweet, and they just have a Sentinel, because we locked them out of draw steps the last couple of turns. Yeah, we know they had more cards though, right? Like they have 5 cards in hand. Hey, thanks to one of the awesome folks that made it all the way to the end of the video. Remember, if you want to see more stuff like this here, smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm absolutely loving all things Marvel Snap, and I'd love to do more of this, and your support makes that possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back again real soon for more Snap content here on YouTube.